Okay, this is Dark Spear, and we're back with another live stream. So I'm told a couple of things, 35 minutes or 40 minutes after the hour it will start. So we're just gonna sit here and wait. So I think it's gonna be at 11:35. But we'll find out. So in the meantime, we'll just do some dragon bone attacking. I don't usually send my dragons when I attack the bones just because it drops your bond. I killed a lot of my good armament troops this week. Just a little hint to anybody out there watching. So I'm gonna need to kill some T3s this week before the Tower Exile. So we're live, just kind of waiting on stuff. We believe it's at 11:35, potentially at 11:40, so not quite sure. So nobody's really responded to tell me when. And we're just gonna wait because we don't want to miss it. Once again, we will be watching Win Kingdom 1806 versus DEU Kingdom 491. We'll just do a little bit of button pushing around here just to do some stuff. This is just kind of the stuff I have. I don't mind showing people, I don't care. Some buffs, some 50s, some 60s, some 70s, some 75s, some 80s, some 100%ers. Just kind of looking through, see some of the stuff I got. Got to put some armaments together later. I think I got these as some sort of compensation for something. I can't remember. I got to put some armaments together later. Got some mining hose. Let's try our luck. One crescent. Boom. Nada. Okay, so let's go. Forgot I needed to dig some gems. I haven't done this today. I was busy. I woke up at, my alarm woke me up at like 6:50 to do a live stream, and then it was delayed. So let's check the time. So if it's at 11:35, we should be able to enter. Nope. So, like I suspected, Lysic said in the other chat, it's 40 minutes late. So that means 4 minutes from now it'll start. So 40 minutes past the original projected start date, both these matches did. And I think that's just because for some reason they had the old, like the standard dragon campaign is 2 hours, those timers in there. And these ones are a little shorter matches. So what was I doing? Oh, I was doing some gems. Wouldn't that have been nice to get a blue crescent right here in front of everybody? So this is just kind of my stuff. I'm not a super duper spender or anything spectacular. I just plug along. What did I get in my gems? So here's just some of the gems I have. Hospital capacity. So you can wear a green and a red on the same piece, but you can't wear two reds together. You know, so they kind of have it to where you can only wear certain things together. So I do have a hospital capacity on something. Archer critical rate gem. That's a nice gem. That's like one of my favorite gems. Defensive damage taken gem. Some marching ones. Looks like I got an archer attack on something. I got an improved effect of countering archer. And then I reduced the effect of being countered by infantry. You know, these aren't like high quality, but I went after specific stuff with my gems. So these improve the effect of countering, you know, and they improve the effect of being countered by, or countering, or whatever. These new stats, I kind of focus towards them. These are just the gems that I have equipped. So it doesn't look like I got anything super cool. We got 1 minute to go. So again, I don't usually get on here and just fiddle around, but the timers were delayed and I didn't want to miss any matches, so. Looks like 30 seconds, I believe. Okay, so 9 seconds it should start. So I'll welcome everybody back to the Win versus Do Dragon campaign. And we have entered. It's going to take a minute to load, drop us onto the map. Everybody's going to spend 5 minutes kind of presetting. Most of these guys have already kind of preset for the last hour or so in their castles getting ready. But you get a 5-minute grace period once you land on the map here to prepare. Okay. So we'll check out and see who's on which side. Who went blue, who went red. So blue is going to be... So a lot of these guys rocking the random ninjas again. So this will be Do. Do will be blue. There's Ran. Cupcake. Cupcake's looking super cupcakey. Ran's a Tyrannosaurus. I like the Tyrannosaurus. Trouble. There's Trouble. They always put Trouble in the back of the bus for some reason. They must know that guy. There's Maestro. This guy's been known throughout the playoffs. Strong castle right there. It could be a girl, could be a guy, I don't know. But we got God of Death. We got Mama Kunk over here. There's Nitzy. There's a lot of people that play. Here's Beast Mode. He might be my playoffs MVP. The guy takes a couple rallies every time. Every match, the guy seems to get rallied 2 or 3 times. So, but yeah, we got Mama Kunk over here, Nitzy, and a bunch of other people who aren't using their real names. But everybody knows who Do is pretty much. And then over here, we got Win. I'm not going to be able to pronounce any of these names, but if anybody recognizes these guys, 1806 is a strong kingdom. There's a lot of them. They got a good amount of players. They got some strong Lord 60s. Here's another Fortune cat skin, Lord 57. And then who's the queen here? So we got up here as queen, Lord 58, king with one of these unique castle skins. Okay, so this is Lord 60, 42 billion power. He's not getting rallied. Okay. So I thought Royal had changed kingdoms. Maybe this is Royal. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with Win Alliance. So if anybody knows, just go ahead and clarify, correct me. So we got a minute and 46 to go. We'll get to kind of see the different variations of how people start out, you know, whether they're porting to the center, porting to a spot, break into groups, stay together, you know what. I pretty much know what DEU's going to do. They're going to sit back here, conserve teleports, and they're just going to be snipers. They shoot from the back row. Don't waste teleports is what they do. And they got basically a full group of people. I mean, they've pretty much filled up the square. So a lot of people choosing to still be ninjas, even after last week. That's cool. Ninjas kick ass. I understand. Okay, 48 seconds to go. Okay, so Win doesn't have as many castles here. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. DEU's got like, I mean, the overwhelming force that they always bring. They got a ton of castles. The ground game, they can just pound the ground game. So we'll watch to see how DEU takes off. So we're starting, and they're all going to be shooting from range. So it looks like people are basically shooting range shots. There's some reinforcements that are going to each other so they can open up. Looks like Win had a few castles poured around. So a decent amount of Win castles ported out. Looks like this castle, who could be royal, could, you know, I don't know, is at the center of the crystal mine. And then we got 2 Win castles just south of that at the supply point. So they're kind of spread. They got a small pack here in the center. They're still pretty much centrally located. They'll be able to join pretty quickly. But, I mean, as far as strategy goes, unless these guys are going to hold these facilities themselves against continuous rallies, then this could be a good strategy. If these guys are able to all hold and defend these points on their own, it could work. But spreading out, I mean, that's a good way to drain you. That's just an added drain, moving long range to join rallies. So we got a rally set there. Looks like somebody ported right over here to DEU base. I wonder why. Just wasted a teleport to do that. Interesting. Okay, so let's check out some battle reports. So these look like a lot of grand defeats. These are probably all a lot of single hits, solos, solo attacks. Yeah, nothing as far as a rally goes yet. So as of right now, Wynn's holding position, counting down on all points except for the armory and the east side Dragon Tower and teleport point. Wynn's in counter for the north supply point. DEU. It's pretty much looking like Wynn went for the buildings, but if you notice the score there, 53 to, so we just had a point upgrade. It's 98 Wynn, 184 DEU. So if you look at that score, it looks like Wynn is in possession of all the points per minute buildings, but I guarantee you DEU moved out quickly on all those micro mines. And they're just racking up the points per minute because they got a lot of people. So let's see if we got any good rallies. So these are singles. So here goes a rally. So we got a random ninja on the left versus, looks like Royal. So infantry attack 1200, cav 1400, archer 15. So it looks like this ninja is kind of skewing a little bit towards archer. But so did Royal, see? Royal looks like he leaned a little bit more towards archer too. So his cav attack's still 1620 with 560 cav HP. But he's got his archer attack at 1770, archer HP at 1688. 97 archer damage and 300 defensive damage, 269 defensive damage taken. The ninja on the left, 252 offensive damage, 206 offensive damage reduction. So nice offensive win there for DEU. So DEU up by 100, Win at 108, DEU at 209. I see a lot of red, but they're getting changed over at timer, so I haven't seen anything go solid too much. Not much has gone solid. It's all kind of. Let's check out the armory. It's about to turn. So blue is in now possession of the armory. And then it looked like red sent some fast shots at it. Let's check out some battle reports. So Win with the offensive loss. Those are two smaller hits on each other. But DEU maintained possession and held on to the armory. So it's under attack. Okay, so as of right now, Win is in possession of Crystal Mine, North Tower Blessing, Training Grounds, and now Armory. Let's look at that. So we'll have to check that battle report. So that was the same one we just looked at. Okay, it must not be loading. We'll just look through some of these battle reports to see if we got any substantial sized rallies here. So that must have been, yeah, that's the one we already looked at. So do playing the game. This is what they do. I mean, they come out and just start getting up on you points quickly and just grinding away at you and put you in an early deficit, so you're constantly having to play catch up. And then literally it takes a home run to come back. And not a lot of teams can come back. And especially when you look at the amount of castles, they could have a couple of castles get chopped down and they're still going to be in this fight. I mean, that's hard. It's hard to play a match like this against somebody that's just got this many people. So Wynn's got a couple more, another castle that decided to port over here. So a couple guys just decided to waste some teleports and port. So what do we got for reports? No castles yet. Let's see. This is just a defeat. Here's a 4 million versus 2.2 million. And the ninja knocked him off the point pretty handedly. Yeah, so wasn't even in defense. I'm just saying, Wynn's going to have their hands full today. I can tell you that. If it's just that royal, and they just don't have enough guys, it looks like to me, to handle this. So DEU's now pushing towards 200 up. I mean, it's very, very early, and if somebody does get a wild hair and decides to start killing castles, you never know. But DEU's just got the manpower to take a lot more of the board over. So here's a 2.5 million rally incoming at the supply point. DEU took the supply point. So these aren't even full rallies, really. Let's check out Troublemaker. Troublemaker's offensive rally, 2.3 million versus 2.3 million. Good stats, both sides. Check out the damages. 220 and 189 versus 161 and 179. So we're 1 hour, 4 minutes to go. Wynn's at 380. DEU's at 559. So we got some incoming rallies from this guy. Let's check out who's setting these rallies. Lord 60. So this is, I could have swore that was an official earlier, but not. So that's who's setting these rallies. 8.5 billion power, 8.2 billion kills, Lord 60. Let's check out the bases. We got some shielded ones, we got some unshielded ones. So I mean, this base is sparsely populated compared to DEU's. So they're leaning heavily on a few players here on the Wynn side. Let's see who's this up here. So Lord 56, the judge, he's up here at the supply point. I don't know, maybe holding those on his own, or, you know, my personal opinion, I'm not a professional, but, you know, trying to hold off rallies all by yourself is never going to work versus a multi-lord rally. But that's just my opinion. I'm just a guy. So we'll see this incoming rally from Wynn. Just hit the armory, changed it over. This should be a decent size hit. Let's check this out. Okay, so just hit a single legion. So do not really defending fully. Okay, here's one. So here's a full rally versus a full rally. Win with the offensive victory. They had 5.1 million versus 5.7 million. We got the ninja on the right this time. Pretty good stats though. 662% HP. Yeah, good stats. Even both sides, good stats. Defensive damage 256. Yeah, strong player versus strong player right there. Ooh, so Win just came up. Win just took the lead. 1,000. That must be a castle hit. Yep, here we go. So here we go with the castle hit. Ouch. Like I said, unless you're ready, these losses are real right here. And troop kills give the most points, more than just doing this trading back and forth on troop buildings. But look at that. And God of Death is not weak. Those are good stats too. But he just took a haymaker. Look at that. 284 defensive damage, 213 defensive damage taken. But he ran into 291 offensive damage and those kind of stats. Archer attack, 1845. Cav attack, 16. So Royal shooting at a castle. He's hitting 1845 archer attack. 113 archer damage. Pretty damn close to 300% offensive damage. God of Death just took a shot. So an hour to go. Win comes in with the home run. I'd say that's a home run to tie it up right there. If not, take the lead. Win's up now 300 points, 280. So, ouch. A lot of time to play. Definitely not the time to panic for anybody. Like I said, they're relying heavily on just a few castles. So they need, it's almost like they need the home runs. Whereas with the massive force, they can just grind on you. We'll see how this turns out, but that was definitely making it interesting right there. So it looks like we got some fighting over these micro crystals now. Everybody's kind of picked up the tempo a little bit. We got people taking it a little more serious. I guarantee you people are going to be thinking twice about taking rally shots after that. So it's been occupy buildings. Yeah, it's been, as far as the occupying building rate, it was heavily induced favor there. But those annihilations and kills percentage that hit there, that's how you score fast right there. You knock somebody out. Just like Rocky. Get beat on the whole match, knocked around, look like you're going down, and then the final round, step up and knock your opponent out. Okay, so they recalled. So now everybody's reconsidering. They're saving some troops. Everybody's a little more serious. So we got looks like a rally, double rally incoming to the armory. Okay, so they took it. Ooh, looks like we got another castle hit. What's there? Oh, so they double rallied. That's what happened there, huh? So they left him with 69. Then they hit him with another one. So they double rallied God of Death. Or they just rallied him and then rallied him again. Wow. So that's where that huge point gain went. Was right there. 2 rallies on God of Death. He just lost 10 million, 33 million troops pretty much. And healed full hospital twice. That was expensive. So 1345 to 1074. Win overdue. 56 minutes to go. Win in possession of the training grounds, supply point on the south, central supply point, northern supply point, Tower Blessing, Crystal Mine, and Armory. Also holding the eastern supply point. Looks like they got rallies going out to 2 locations. Reinforcement rallies slow moving at the Armory and the training grounds. I saw something moving down below us. So they just shot a shot at the supply point. Grand victory, likely not much there. So solo versus solo. Small. Those 2 castle. Whoa. So am I missing something here? Holy cow. So this is what we have here. They rallied the hell out of God of Death. I missed 2 other castle rallies up above that. So they took him down from 112 million power. Boom. So let's see. It went boom. And then boom. And then this one, boom. Just taking chunks off of them. And then finally this one, boom. Brutal. That's brutal. No wonder there was such a massive point jump. I stopped looking back after I saw the first 2. Brutal. God of Death. But look at Dew climbing back in. So Dew's now 1443 win versus 1190 Dew. So it's, 250 point deficit now. So they're climbing back. They got a double rally at the Crystal Mine. Looks like they took it. So Dew now in possession of the Crystal Mine, in possession of the Armory, possession of the central and south supply points, possession of the east supply point, they're in possession of the south supply point, but there's an attack moving on it. This is a close match, guys. Very exciting match right here. You got to give it up to both these teams. Win for being down, kind of just being ground on to coming back with the throwing the haymaker at God of Death to put him up by like 500 and something points, to now DEU clawing back at him, not giving up after one of their big players takes a shot like that. I mean, and takes 4 shots like that. That was incredible. Very expensive right there. Guys like me that like the big bloody carnage, bloody battle reports, that's exactly what I like to see right there. But it makes you wonder, you got stats like that and you just get big old chunks blown off you in shots like that. Makes a lot of guys reconsider taking a shot, taking a rally defense, that's for sure. So just like we had said in past streams or whatever, troop composition is a factor. It's not just the stats. Stats are stats. You got to have stats. If you don't have stats, your troops ain't going to do nothing. But you need to have the right troops, even if you have the right stats. If you got powerful stats and your troops aren't set up right to take a defense, then you're just going to get big chunks just shot right off you. So we got win 1500, DEU 1352. So very close. 51 minutes to go. Just incredible match. Looks like we got a rally set by Sammy. Just incredible. Here's Mama Kunk 2. So this Mama Kunk 2, this must be an alt. Or it's somebody just playing Mama Kunk Jr. Let's see what the score is here. All right, so it's very close. We got a incoming DEU rally on the training ground. It's 1581 to 1444. I mean, just the number of lead changes already is so far. There's been more lead changes this match than I've seen all Dragon Campaign playoffs. So usually when somebody's up, they stay up on them. You'll get maybe 1 point change swing, or that's it. But you don't see it start going back and forth and just people clawing for the lead like this. So don't see any more castle rallies. Let's check out some of these closer ones. So win with the offensive loss versus the random ninja on the right. I mean, even for some random ass ninja, he's strong. 600 plus HP is strong. So that's a good defense there. Let's see this. This looks like a rally. So offensive loss by DEU. That's Sammy. She's wearing her ninja face, but we see it's Sammy. I appreciate you guys wearing your names at least this time. Just so I can give everybody their, recognition. Okay. So let's go back and see another point load, upload, 1712 to 1606. So it's a 106 point deficit only at this point, which is a lot of a comeback considering after those rallies, it jumped up to being down like 4. They went from being down like 400 or 500 points, I'd have to look, to up by 600 points. So such a massive point change there. And then now to see DEU all the way back to within 106 points, that's pretty impressive. This is a nice battle. So DEU's got the 5.8 million rally incoming to the crystal mine. And taking a minute to load. And looks like they took it. So DEU with the big knock takes Royal, or whoever that is, off his position. 4.6 million to 48 million. That's a nice. So 5.7 to 5.9 and knocked him off. That's troop composition right there. The good teams, they send the right compositions of units, the right amount of lords. They know what they're doing. Look at that. 1776 to 1737. DEU back to within 30 points. They're just not giving up. Look at all these little one soldier marches. I guarantee you, those are going on all over the map to these microcrystals too. Let's see if we got any battle reports. No more castles. There's no more castles. So let's see. We got like some half full rally, some single shots, some back and forth. Everybody's getting a little careful. It's 7-point ball game. 7 points. Unbelievable. 1847 to 1840. Just trying to, it looks like somebody's speeding either to or from the crystal mine. So DEU is now, they're playing the just seize control, command and conquer. They're taking control of the whole map and just wearing on them. So here we go with another point upload, and it looks like DEU is now in the lead, retakes the lead. It's 1847. Oh, here's another point load. 1851 win to 1908 DEU. DEU retakes the lead. Wow. What a match. This is a great match. 44 minutes to go. A lot of time remaining. These guys are going to be getting worn out. I mean, you're working hard. When there's a close match like this, the whole time your mind is just, you're working hard. You don't think so because you're just playing some little game, but this is a lot of work to keep your mind sharp, to keep reacting, to keep healing, to keep thinking. The communication has to be good. People have to be clearing the radio. I mean, this takes work, especially in a close match like this. So DEU's got a slow moving rally of 5.1, moving at the crystal mine. Okay, so Win just took it. Let's see if they speed that rally. Here it comes. And they took it back. So DEU took that back, right back. Didn't allow the counter to tick down. And it hasn't loaded on the battle report screen yet, but that's what we saw there. It looks like Win took it, and then before it can tick down, DEU had already set a counter rally timed to go out and retake it before they can get the capture points. So look at this. After the next point upload, it is 1867 Win to 1970 DEU. So DEU's now pushed their lead to over 100 points. So just like that, you can never give up, especially when you got a good game plan. You know, that's perseverance in the face of adversity. When you come take a shot like that and then you turn around and just keep at it. A lot of lesser teams fold when they take shots like that. So it looks like DEU is reinforcing the armory. Wynn's got a 4.3 million rally moving to it. So we might get a battle report there. I still don't see those crystal mine hits. Thought those would be some hits. Maybe they recalled. Okay, so Wynn's speeding into the armory. Or maybe they're speeding past it. So 1901 to 1986, Wynn's still in it. They're still fighting. They're just going back and forth. Both these teams want it bad, that's for sure. This is exciting for us spectators, but I mean, these guys playing in this match, I guarantee you, they're working. So, so the point upload, Wynn 1920, DEU 2034. Nowhere near a comfortable lead. $3.9 million rally going at the south supply point. Let's see if we got any battle reports loading. I don't see any castles. These are single attack. See, they're just exchanging now. Everybody's being a lot more careful now. They're not trying to full on confront each other. They're trying to catch each other, and you'll get the occasional rally. So here's a 4.3 rally. That's undersized. 4.3 is small. So DEU defended that. So they sent for 5.4 to defend that and kill that. So that they took advantage of that opportunity. They saw the incoming size and they defended that. So both these teams very smart. And both these teams took notice. Both of them took notice of that point swing from Castle Rally. So I guarantee you both these guys and girls are being very careful at this point. Nobody giving up. Everybody's still fighting, clawing. We got rallies going back and forth at the crystal mine and the armory. We'll just watch from here to see whether or not they exchanged hands. Looks like DEU timer's still ticking on that. So beast mode with the rally, offensive rally. So we're not getting it to load there fast enough, but I saw a rally moving at the armory and it stayed blue possession. So it looks like they're going to defend. We got incoming reinforcements to the armory. Crystal mine was taken by Wynn. I mean, occupy building, all DEU. Annihilation number, those shots from Wynn's winning the offensive numbers. So Wynn's definitely strong. You got to watch out for them, but they just don't have as many castles to be in as many places at once. You know, you only have six marches, so you gotta pick and choose where you send those. So here's a close, narrow defeat. So that looks like an offensive rally lost to the random ninja. That random ninja with that 276 defensive damage. Not sure who that really is, but that's a strong castle. So there was a narrow defeat. Here's a so close 5.9 offensive rally. That's an offensive rally loss. Pretty good. Nice defenses. So the stats are slightly lower on the defending side, but smart players, there's a lot of them. They have a lot of lords in there, and I'm sure their march sets are perfect. So score load, DEU is starting to grind on them. It's just what they do. So win is 2,000 points, and DEU is 2,200 points. So DEU's now up by 200 points. But remember, this is about where they were. They might even have been about 350 up on win last time. And just like that, bang, 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 it was 600 points down. So, I mean, that's probably the biggest point swing we've had in the tournament so far. But, I mean, that was pretty incredible for DEU to hang in there, weather the storm, and just keep fighting through to now take the lead and to push that lead. So here's a rally, offensive rally victory for win. So these are the same characters, same guys in each of these reports, but you see it going one way for one hit and the other way for the other hit. This is all troop composition right here. That's exactly the only thing that's making these reports go either way, is who's in there with what marches. So win they're back still scoring 21-74 to 23-44. So it's still very close game, within 200 points. I mean, it's a lot of time left. 35 minutes to go. So it looks like we had 6 million move into the crystal mine. So Win is holding on to the crystal mine currently. I think that's what I'm seeing there. I don't see a crystal mine hit, but let's check out some of these closer ones. So God of Death still in it, still fighting, still working. He's not going to be defined by that. He's got his flesh wound. He's rubbed some dirt in it. He's walking it off. He's still fighting. Missing, you know, maybe 30 million troops. So what? I mean, that's how you got to do it. When you're in the finals, these matches, I mean, the strong players, they just keep going. They keep fighting. It's not about strength of castle as much as it's strength of heart. You just keep going. So no castle rallies. God of Death still fighting. Yeah, I mean, you got to give it to him. He's in there. Ooh, here's a narrow offensive victory for them, for Win. Still nothing as far as castle rallies go now, so. What a match, though. So after the point load, 2,200 Win, 2,500 DEU. DEU is up by almost 300 points. They're just working their game plan. I mean, that's what they do. They just They just have so many ways to score. They have so many castles, so many marches, cumulative marches that they can send out to be scoring. It's really hard to overtake them. So we got some incoming marches to the armory and the crystal mine. Wonder if those are under attack or if there's a reinforcement marches. I'm sure Wynn's got some rallies up. So DEU's got some 3.8 million undersized reinforcement march moving to the training ground. Let's see here. Do we see any sidestepped, moved? I don't see any Wynn castles that look like they've really moved around a whole lot over here. There's a lot of shields on. Definitely, probably a lot of these guys being told don't unshield. I'm sure DEU wants some retribution. They want some blood back for that blood that just got shed by God of Death. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to go after some castles. Right now they're playing smart though. They're just continuing their game plan. Continuing to go with what they do, which is go after the points per minute, just overwhelm, to overtake the whole map, just achieve the high ground of holding more places that are scoring than the enemy. And the people that do that the longest win. I mean, that's basically as quick as it. That's the simplest way to win. The other way that you could win, which is less likely, is go out there and kill your enemy. But, I mean, that's a little harder to do. It can be done. Nobody wanting to make any mistakes right now. 30 minutes to go. Win with a moving offensive rally at the supply point to the north. So it looks like they're reinforcing the crystal mine. It might be under attack because the timer's ticking down 30 seconds. Wynn might be trying to change that over before they can get the capture points. So here's an offensive loss by Wynn on the crystal mine. So they might have hit that, and then DEU went to speed fill it before it can be attacked again. So then boom, then they get the capture points, changes over to solid color. That's the maximum way to score points right there. You take it, you hold off an attack, you let the timer tick to 0, the building turns solid. That's how you score. Okay, so 28 minutes to go. Wynn is at 24-21. DEU is at 29-50. DEU up now by 500. So DEU's just grinding on you. They're just like just wear on you like a bear hug. Can't get out of it. So who's over here at the armory? So it looks like Wynn's slowing down a little bit here. They're starting to slow down a little bit. They're starting to run out of steam. They had quite a head of steam on them when they were going fighting like that, tooth and nail. But now it looks like a lot less movement. I'm not seeing as many rallies being joined. I'm not seeing the marches move as fast. So right now they're probably plotting and strategizing on who they're going to kill. Who can they attack? So God of Death ported over here to the medical hall. He's like, you know what? So what? I took those shots. I'm still in it. Give me a Purple Heart. I will, man. That was good. Just shook it off and kept playing, man. That's admirable. Okay, so 24 to 3,000. Win is now down by basically 600 points. Dude just shot a shot at the training grounds and changed it over before Win could capture. So let's go ahead and look and see if that report reported. So they rallied at it and they recalled. So they're just rallying at the things and then not letting him capture is what they're doing. Dudes, again, most of their troops are recalling. They're not really trying to defend. They're just setting counters and trying to hit the second shot. Okay, so we got a double rally at the crystal mine. Right as it turned from due to win possession. So let's see how that went. It stayed red. Sometimes it takes a minute to load. So it looks like DEU lost. So here's the offensive rally loss by DEU. We got said random ninja on the left versus Royal or whoever that is on the right. 14. So the same two main characters here, going just throwing blows back and forth. And he's filling the crystal, and they're sending solos, and he's holding the crystal. So he's defending this crystal mine. So it looks like they hit it once, lost, hit it, took it. Then DEU hit it, took it. Ooh, and then he held off the double rally. Wow, nice, Royal. Okay, so it looks like Win defended the double rally at the crystal mine. But still, DEU is just grinding on you. 2,600 Win to 3,300 DEU. That's getting up to be almost a 700 point shift now in DEU's favor. And it's going to be tough. So is this what do we got here? Freeze bomb? I'm not sure. But I thought freeze bombs weren't allowed in this. It might be a sonic bomb or something like that. Just going to follow it. It might have been a sonic bomb, because I thought freeze bombs weren't allowed in here. So, I didn't see where it went, but so let's see here. Perfect on a crystal. I don't see a lot of, Win's not doing a whole lot of fighting over these microcrystals, as you can see. So that means they're just, there's a couple every once in a while, But that means they're just allowing DEU to control those for the majority of the time, because you know DEU's just taking them constantly. So these grand defeats, those aren't even going to be real battles. Single attacks, everybody's being careful. I see some moved out castles over here on DEU's side. That means they might have, might have shot at, they might have set some castles rallies here at DEU, and DEU had to conserve their teleports, you see. So when they are set on, they can move out of the way, because you see how many points you can get quickly just by hitting a castle. So a lot of that not port, stay home, that's an evasive maneuver, potential evasive action. So what do you know, here's Maestro. So I see Maestro here. That was last week's main rally setter for the most part, with the offensive rally victory. Nice stats by Maestro. Okay. But yeah, so we can't see any of the castles, but that's what you see there when they're moved out of the way. They save those teleport for like escape capsules. You know, if they're under attack, you pop the escape capsule and you bounce out of the way of danger. So it looks like 20 minutes to go. 1806 is at 2800. 491's at 3500. It's about a 700 point ball game. Wynn's not giving up. I mean, they're still scoring. They're still taking over buildings and still defending. So, I mean, they're not giving up, that's for sure. So here in about 10 minutes, I'll start giving away rewards. Looks like Wynn's got a rally set on something. DEU's still just moving around, taking the board over, constantly resetting, just trying to capture. I mean, you're like over an hour of steady mental work here. So especially in a close match like this, I know we're just playing a game and people might laugh at that, but mentally this is exhausting. Over an hour straight of intense mental focus, it's not easy. It goes a lot easier when you're just crushing your opponent, and then you can kind of relax your mind a little as you go. But these close matches, I mean, it's really intense. So it looks like we got a rally going at the crystal mine. Looks like Wynn took the armory. DEU has an incoming rally at it. So let's see here. It looks like it stayed Wynn possession. And they also took the crystal mine. So let's look at some of these reports. So close. Let's look. So here's a rally. An offensive rally lost by DEU. Pretty close though. Narrow defeat on the crystal mine. So Wynn with the offensive victory over DEU. So that's a pretty good point swing right there. But like I said, you got a smaller force. You only got 6 marches. You're only fighting over a couple of points. Whereas DEU, you can't see, but they have so many more people out there with so many more marches hitting all those microcrystals, constantly changing over these supply points and everything like that. The rate of points per minute is just really hard to overcome. DEU now up by just steady 700 points, when after that point swing from hitting God of Death, they were down by, I think, pretty close to 600 points when they were up by like 300 or 400 points. So it's definitely not over. 700 point swings can happen easily. They just happen once. They could happen again, but we'll see. So it looks like DEU's got a rally at the Armory. And they changed it over. So there's a pretty solid victory right there. DEU with the offensive rally victory. Same 2 characters. I mean, same, not just 2, there's more than 2, but same 2 main setter faces. Wind just shot at the training grounds and looks like they took that. So let's see. So they only took it from 1 march. So dude, that wasn't quite a rally. Win 3248, DEU 4000. I mean, it's kind of slow right now, considering where we were just at 25-30 minutes ago. Just slow and methodical. DEU just dominates the board. You can see quite a few of these blue dots right here that are outside their little map area. I'm pretty sure most of those are teleporting to avoid being attacked. Nobody wants to be the guy to give up a bunch of points, especially late in the match, especially after what we already saw. So, I mean, DEU's got a pretty solid game plan, playing the way they play. There's no sense in trying to be the hero here and trying to take a rally defense unnecessarily. So, I mean, that's smart. Very smart team. But you know, everybody wants to be a hero. We all love the glory. Looks like a 5.7 million rally at the Crystal Mine, trying to take it back from Win before they can get the capture points. So let's see how that went. Does not look like they were able to. So let's look. So DEU with the offensive rally failure on the Crystal Mine. Let's see some of these defenders. I mean, the defensive damage is 300%. Again, that's like the new benchmark of truly dominant defender beast. 300% or more. So it looks like Red's filling the Crystal Mine before it can get retaken while the timer ticks down, so they can get the capture points. So they're trying to score for sure. They're still trying to fight. It's 3385 to 4150. It sucks it's all bugged out and we can't see all their glamorous skins, but we see basically who's in there. I like those green wings. Looks like we got some rallies still being set. Let's see who's setting this one. So Maestro's got a rally set on something. He's rocking his ninja avatar, but he's not being random. This looks like could be a rally set by Sammy. She's also not choosing not to go random ninja. She's just going to be Sammy ninja. And who do we got at King? So King is the King's who's been the face of a lot of these battle reports here, and pretty random ninja to me. I can't read that. Okay, so let's see what the map looks like. So wins in possession of the training grounds, ticking down at 38 seconds. They own the crystal mine outright. They just looks like DEU took possession outright of the armory. Wins trying to control the supply point on the east, supply point in the center, and supply point up north. They just took their ticking timers down. So Wins made kind of a push at some supply points. They're going to try to get those turned over. They're still trying to score. They're not giving up. 11 minutes to go in the match. They're still fighting. So I mean, again, no shame in either one of these teams' performances or getting to this point. These are the best teams in the game. So every team in the tournament at this point is a top team. And this match right here has definitely been not a disappointment. But somebody's got to win it. There can only be one winner. No more castle rallies though, huh? Well, I mean, I understand. It's understandable. Oh, wait. Ooh, what do we have here? I spoke too soon. Okay, so it looks like we had a solo attack here on a castle by Royal. Another solo attack. Some solo attacks. So he tried to, Royal's trying to take it on his own shoulders there when you do that, and you send the million-man march solos at people. You're sending your baby rallies there, basically, when your individual rally. Just trying to, oh, but then he gets the solo crack. Let's see what he hit him with. So the solo crack hits him that hard. So Royal's he's not done. He's ready to, he's still trying to play. He hit him with some mixed march, some paladins, some armaments, some siege. So Royal soloed him with an armament mix, infantry siege so far mix. Here's some calves, a little bit of calves, some armament griffins. So this is what he's soloing with, Royal. Royal's decided to send the mixed march, armament march also. So the days of sending a million paladins at somebody and just knocking their brains out is over. It's back to mixed marches. He's got some Delphiers in there, level 80 Delphiers. Who has level 80 Delphiers anyway? Of course he does, but so yeah, that's what he hit him with. Soloed him with a mixed march. And the score is 36-25 win to 44-17 DEU. So DEU's continuing to hold the lead. 800-point lead. Those solo attacks, they were pretty sizable, but they didn't really eat into the lead too much. So DEU over here like wrestling a bear basically. trying to win this match against Royal. So it looked like somebody caught a restriction bomb there. Is that what that was? Is that the guy that got hit just now all those times? Maybe. That could have been it. It's hard to tell with the ninjas on. So Trouble looks like he's setting a rally on something. Or maybe he's getting reinforced against a rally. Looks like there's a lion marching at him. It's hard telling. Oh, here's some more castles. We got castles. We got castles. So here's some solos. Ooh, and there's a solo. Ooh, so they're just trying to pound people. He's just saying to hell with it. I'm just soloing people. He's just taking it on his own shoulders and just pounding. All these guys got solo attacked, but I mean, those hurt. Royal's just trying to put this match on his own shoulders. 6 minutes, 24 seconds to go. Win 3,500, do 4,400. I mean, I know that's a 900 points deficit, but that's a little bit farther of a score range than does this match justice, because this match has been pretty intense. I mean, I would probably have to go take a nap after I did this match, because the physical concentration, I mean, the physical isn't as much as the mental concentration. It's just, it is a lot of work. So, defense victory rate, battlefield points, occupied building, and now annihilation number. It's just everything's kind of swung Dew's way over the course of the match. Royals over there is still, is he still cracking people solo? I mean, so he went and attacked a couple of people solo. Just anybody that opened up that was relatively hittable, he went over there and punched. Huh. Looks like we still got some rallies set. People still joining stuff. Still got fast moving marches. Stuff's still happening. But it's pretty much looking, it's Dew for the win here over Royal. So this one's gonna be Dew. 4 minutes, 35 seconds to go. So let's go back again, all the way back, and check out this God of Death. I mean, these blasts. So that was the first one. And then that was the second one. No. And then they were up here. No. This one. So then this one. Wow. He's just getting cannoned. Just knocked chunks off of him. And then that one. Wow. So he lost a lot of troops. So there's 10 million. There's 22, so 33 million. plus 22 more is 55 million. So he lost 55 million troops. It's a flesh wound. So 2 minutes 40 seconds to go. Wins 3,500. Dues 4,500. This one's gonna be due, man. Congratulations, guys. Nice work. Pretty unbelievable match. Both sides. I mean, the hit exchanges, that was impressive. Very good match. No shame in either one of these teams' performances today. So we're under 2 minutes to go. It looks like everybody's basically stopped moving, shielded. This one's going to be due. Pretty incredible match. I'm like, wow. Nice work. I didn't see any wind castles get lit up, but they look like they're all nicely shielded for the most part. But I think Due's strategy of don't open up or Royal's going to come over here and try to punch you to death. I mean, that's smart. You do what you want, what you got to do for the win. They definitely didn't have an easy opponent today. Okay, so I will go ahead and I have to go into the other room, and then I will be giving out some rewards on basic trivia. So it looks like 27 seconds. Dude's gonna win. Okay, so now we're gonna leave. We're gonna head out on the map. Okay, so I was going to be giving out some reward codes, but I don't have those. So I will be giving out extra codes next stream. And I wanted to give a special thank you to, let's see here. It looks like, so somebody from Kingdom 200 that wanted a reward code yesterday went ahead and donated the reward code back. So I wanted to give a special thank you to her for giving the reward code back and donating it forward. And next week we will be giving out an extra reward code. So Semi 200 from Kingdom 200 gave her reward code back. So I will have 6 reward codes to give out extra on top of my standard ones for next stream. So this is Darkspear signing off.